We will encounter Mark Twain's unforgettable wit and profound wisdom about death in this story. From death as the great equalizer to the idea that life's a joke, death's punchline, Twain's reflections challenge how we think about mortality. Learn why worrying dies before we do, how to live well and die laughing, and why death might just be eternity's long nap. Whether you fear death or simply want to live more fully, Twain's unique perspective offers comfort, humor, and insight. Don't miss this chance to see death through the eyes of one of America's greatest humorists and thinkers. Mark Twain's characteristic wit and wisdom in his reflections on death. Death is the great equalizer. No amount of wealth, status, or power can exempt anyone from mortality. Death strips away all social distinctions and pretenses, reminding us that beneath our differences, we share the same fundamental human condition and destiny. I am ready to meet God. This expresses a sense of spiritual preparedness and acceptance. Having lived a full life with integrity, one can face the ultimate encounter with confidence rather than fear, suggesting peace with one's actions and choices. Awful bold of him lately. With Twain's trademark irreverence, this suggests that God has been taking some questionable risks, or making bold moves in how he runs the world. It's a humorous way to comment on life's unexpected turns and divine mysteries. Life's a joke, death's punchline. This captures Twain's view of existence as inherently absurd and comedic. Death becomes the final twist that gives meaning to life's strange humor, the ultimate punchline that makes sense of all the setup that came before. Worry dies before we do. Most of our anxieties and fears prove groundless over time. The things that keep us awake at night often resolve themselves or become irrelevant, suggesting that worry is more fragile than we are and tends to expire long before we do. Live well, die laughing. This advocates for approaching both life and death with joy and humor. If we've lived authentically and found reasons to smile throughout our journey, we can face our final moments with the same lightness and appreciation for life's comedy. No man dies in debt. Death cancels all earthly obligations and accounts. This could mean that mortality frees us from worldly concerns, or more philosophically, that life itself pays for whatever we owe simply by the act of having lived fully. Eternity's a long nap. With characteristic understatement, Twain presents death as simply an extended rest. This gentle, almost cozy metaphor removes the terror from mortality by comparing it to something as natural and peaceful as sleep. Death's door opens wide. Death is portrayed as welcoming and accessible rather than forbidding. The wide door suggests that passing through is neither difficult nor exclusive. It's a passage that accommodates everyone when their time comes. Fear it less, live more. The energy we spend fearing death could be better invested in living fully. By reducing our anxiety about mortality, we free ourselves to engage more deeply with the present moment and embrace life's opportunities. I hope today's story will help you check your life map once again. Thank you for watching.